This is how we take out the trash.
She don't want to walk to the trash, so she's driving with her door open. Oh, you know, it's normal. Nothing to see here. It's hanging out the door with the door open. Ridiculous.
Silent wait on you for a minute. Spending my days, investing my time. And baby girl, you know we ain't finished. Regardless the time, you know you'll always be mine. Always, always, always mine.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Sincerely CJ. So thanks for tuning in again. We're gonna get a little personal here with the year that we just had. Can't say it was the greatest year, but it was definitely a year full of lessons and, you know, challenges that taught us a lot of things.
So in the beginning of 2018, I actually lost my grandpa. And then a month later, Jen lost her grandpa as well. So that was really rough for both of us because for me personally, that's the first person that passed away that I was actually close to. So I never really knew what it felt like to really lose someone that you loved until my grandpa passed away.
And for me, losing my grandpa was really tough because I haven't seen him in the past 5 or 6 years before he left for the Philippines. There was a lot of regret there, you know, not being able to see him before that happened. We always said we'd go visit my grandparents in the Philippines next year. Like, oh, we'll go next year. And then all of a sudden it's too late. We were both in a really, you know, emotional state at that time. And until now, it's still hard. It's still hard, of course. It still feels fresh. It hasn't even been a year yet since it all happened. So that's how we started the year off in 2018. I'm sure some of you guys saw my Instagram post earlier from this week, and I kind of mentioned depression. And like I said in my post, I didn't realize I was struggling with it. You know, I always wondered what was wrong with me. I always had these feelings that I couldn't understand, and you know, I thought it was like normal, and I just didn't talk about it, you know? I really was in a bad place, and it was hard for me to even talk about it because it's not something that people can easily understand. You know, not even Candace really understood when I first tried to bring it up to her, and it's not anybody's fault, you know? It's just, you don't get it unless you've been through it, you know what I mean? I was really struggling with myself. That was a big hurdle to get through because, you know, it's one of those things that never goes away, but you just have to learn how to deal better. So it is a constant battle, but it gets easier to battle. And I have Candace to thank for a lot of that because, you know, she does really try to understand, and she tries to help me out, and, you know, of course makes things 10 times better. But that was another thing that we went through together, I would say, because Candace, I'm sure, didn't know what to say a lot of times when I had my breakdowns, or, you know, I don't know how it is from your point of view, so maybe you can kind of share that too.
From my point of view, it was just like, I knew that in my place there's nothing that I could really do but just be there for her. Be there when she needs to talk, or when she's having her breakdown, just be there to listen. Yeah. And just look her in the eye and say, you're a beautiful soul. And yeah. But at the same time, you know, maintaining my thuggish.
Shut up.
Like, yeah, girl, you know, I got you. Shoot.
Yeah, she doesn't really do that.
If you have someone in your life that struggles with depression, for me, it was, like she said, it was hard to understand because I'm like, what do you mean you have a choice to be happy if you want to? But after she told me all that, I actually researched some of it, like why someone could be feeling that way. And like she said, it's like, it's not that you want to be depressed, it just happens.
She just does her best to be there for me, and that's what I need the most, you know, that's what I appreciate the most.
I actually got a kiss that time, wow. On top of losing our loved ones and, you know, mental health, me personally, I had a lot of relationship challenges, and it's not our relationship personally, but just like the relationship with other people around me. Let's just say, you know, over time, you may think that you know people throughout your lifetime and they turn out to be like this totally different person that you had no idea, because behind closed doors there's someone else, right? Or when shit hits the fan, they turn into who they really are. And, you know, this year, a lot of people have shown their true character.
Yeah.
You're put in certain situations and it makes you really see who each person is and what their values are. So I had to go through that a lot this year. At first, you know, I was really mad about everything, but as time went on, like, it's better to see their true character now than, you know, 20 years down the road when it's like, what the hell, you know? People are gonna be who they are regardless of what they try to hide.
All you can do is
all you can do.
Yeah.
Can't really control anything. You just control what you can control. I honestly really appreciate Jen, because through all of that shit, like, I even lost sight of who I was as a person, and I think she could see that. And, you know, of course she realigned me. Appreciate that.
You know, through everything that we went through, it was a learning lesson. Even though it was honestly one of the worst years I think we've ever been through, it was one of the hardest years.
It was like everything back to back to back to back.
And it just felt like it was a never-ending cycle of like,
what the fuck is
this? Not bad luck, but like, you know, in the moment you wonder like, why the heck is all this happening? Like, why are we having to go through this? But, you know, by the time that the end of the year came around, I'm more thankful that we went through those things, because I feel like we learned a lot about ourselves, and I feel like we grew a lot from it. If we didn't go through those things again, we wouldn't know what kind of people we had in our lives. We wouldn't know, you know, how to be the better person. We wouldn't know how to be the bigger person. We wouldn't know how to overcome it, you know.
And of course, the number one highlight of the
only
year.
highlight, man.
Well, I mean,
no, that's not.
we've had a lot of good times.
You're right.
But biggest highlight of the year was when I met Felicia. She's. I'm just kidding.
She's funny.
Biggest highlight was what?
I don't know. You tell me.
That's what it was.
Felicia don't got a ring though.
You right. She just got my heart. That's it. Just kidding. Yeah. So
You're annoying.
as you guys know, we're engaged now. So we came into 2019.
Officially
engaged.
Finally.
Soon to
After
be
11 years.
And for those of you asking when we're gonna get married, I was thinking in 15 years. Because let me explain to you. So Jen's parents, shout out for making this
Oh gosh.
beautiful creation. Jen's parents actually got married on their 25th year anniversary. So I was thinking, you know, we'd one-up them, right? We'd one-up them and wait till our 26th year anniversary. What do you think? I think it's a good idea. Like if you think it's a good idea. But yeah, so we got engaged and now we're soon to be married, 15 years. So now that we did a recap of 2018, check out how we started 2019 with a GabFam celebration. Gatsby style.
That's a video.
Say cheese.
Yeah. But the 29th in the very top, right?
Yeah, that's good. What are you doing? I look like a priest.
Candace, over here, Candace.
Come on, so.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Back with the GabFam New Year's Eve party up in here. So we in this mansion.
Mansion. Happy New Year.
the DD.
Okay.
I'll get drunk. Next to the whole
Oh my god, Naya.
Happy New Year!
There's only 20 of these, so write your guys' name.
No music.
That's actually just 7-Up, so quit cheating. Yeah. I was testing to see if it was carbonated or not.
Alright,
I'll take one of these. What's this?
Here, take this
that's
one.
7 Up.
Do it with her.
No, you gotta take one too.
I'm gonna go to Crown. My original love.
This is to you.
Did you try it?
And you're married.
Oh, thank you.
Another one, man. It was good. It's good. It's really good.
I need a dance partner. Come on.
Don't
Right now, we gonna keep this growing. Here we go. We gotta get it.
Here I am, baby. Talk to me, tell me, girl, what's on your mind? What's on your mind? If you want it, girl, I'ma get it. All this is here for you. Tell me, baby, what you trying to do?
Never believed it, I couldn't see
That something has changed.
never felt this way. And right tonight, this could be the start
Of something new.
When they get inside deep,
You made me ice cream, though.
I'm blowing up.
Tima's gone, bro.
Hey, tell them
Oh, get it. Background music. Let's go. Did you spill on me?
Yeah, let me lick it.
Here, rub it on me. Rub it on me. Oh my god.
Behind the scenes of picture taking.
Too many people.
You want to give the cup? Do you like what you see?
If you guys know my family, we always have big crazy parties, and so we had an awesome time bringing in the new year with everybody. And it's actually kind of surprising, but a fun fact is that after 11 years of being together, that was actually our first time having a New Year's kiss. Out of all the time that we've been together.
11 years.
After
That's our
11
very first
years,
time.
finally. Only because there was a lot of, like, every time New Year's came around, for some reason, there was things happening, so we couldn't be with each other that night. And this was actually the first year that we got a New Year's kiss.
We actually did, when I was allowed to come around her family. We were together for New Year's one night, but, you know,
She wasn't there yet.
We weren't there yet with the family, so, you know, I couldn't, like, kiss her in front of the family because that's just weird. But, yeah, that was actually our first New Year's kiss.
Finally.
So,
It was good.
it's like it was meant to be or something. I don't know. Did you say it was good?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay. Anyways.
So we hope you guys enjoyed the video, you know, everything that you guys heard today. And
Like, comment, subscribe,
what she said.
and we out. Sincerely,
CJ.
Always, he's always mine.